NCRP Productions proudly presents Mörk Borg, Pirate Borg, Rosae Osculum. Episode 7, If I Should Fall Along the Way.
Welcome back. My name is Mike, and I'll be your GM this session. We are playing Mörk Borg, the pitch-black metal apocalyptic RPG. Let's go around and meet our survivors. We'll start with you.
What up, gang? It's me, your boy John, and I'm back and better than ever. Tonight, I'll be playing George Clooney, the cursed Skinwalker. I do currently have no arms, and that's all you need to know about my character.
Except that you're currently a Giraffesculus.
Yeah, but because of the arm situation.
Right.
Yeah.
It's implied.
Yeah. If anybody's listening for the first time and didn't catch on to that, I mean, do we really want them listening anyway?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you, Morton. So, hey, everybody, this is Pedro. I am playing Bartholomew Bilge, the Buccaneer. I am my rat crew, led by Delilah and the rest.
Hey, this is Barry. I am running Blevit, the Fanged deserter.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm running Crag Sally, the assassin, deathblow, swashbuckler, knife knave.
I swear your intro gets longer
Every time, yeah.
You keep giving me more things to do. Speaking of, what do we do?
What? I'm not giving you anything.
Give me some more stuff
You
to
hit
kill.
everything all the time, and you'd never get hurt. You have how many hit points?
I have 4.
Yeah, okay, and you're not dead.
I have 3 right now.
Hey, good.
She could be, because last time we played, you ended with us not rolling for the scroll, so it's scroll time.
Also, I am undead.
Roll for scroll.
Roll
It
for
says
scroll.
right here.
Scroll, roll,
Uh-huh.
scroll,
for the
roll, scroll, roll,
Roll.
scroll, roll.
Seal.
Scroll.
Whatever the fuck it is.
The seal?
We have 3 of them done. We need more.
Oh, I mean, it depends on if it breaks or not.
I understand, but I have right here, roll for scroll. That's not what it's called, is it?
That's a 3.
All right,
It's
we're
a
good.
3.
good.
Another seal does not break.
Do you want me to see if I die?
Yeah, that sounds great. Right now, before you guys get into this huge fight, it'd be great if you just died.
Eyeballing what I need to return. Oh, that's close. That's low. So that was 18. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
good.
when you die?
It's a 2% chance.
Okay.
And I got that 3% or something the other.
I
Yeah, you got like
remember.
a 3 or
Yeah.
Yeah,
something.
that was a close one. So, hit my chest, not today.
All right, so last time you met a little leech person named Bulric. Well, a few of you were tripping hardcore from some drugs that you had eaten. You were given some poison by him. You then left out of the backside of the Leviathan.
That works. That's a good description.
Yeah. And you found yourself on the beach again. You began to walk around, and you decided to give Bulric the small leech person a makeover?
A bitchin' one.
Yes, I
right.
believe at this moment he's still wearing a bra with 2 different sized
Rocks?
supple rocks in them.
Huge ones.
Huge. They're huge.
Vast tracts of land.
Cartoonish.
Cartoonishly big rocks.
Looking
Boobs.
for love.
Yes.
For a 3-foot leech person.
Exactly, yeah.
I think he was a 4 out of 20 because you rolled for how attractive he looked. And
Right.
It was a 4 out of
Yeah.
20.
You know what? We round up. That's
That's 4.
That's
On the good side, it's Humble 6.
It's Humboldt 6.
I said round. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
You then heard a bunch of people walking towards you. You all attempted to hide, and George Clooney rolled, I think, a 2 or something, and decided that with his friend Bulric, standing in the middle of the path on this slight hill was a great place to hide. You were immediately seen by this party of people walking toward you.
Yeah, sweaties.
It was Party of 8. You know, we're doing the jokes about old shows. It should have been 5, so it could have been Party of 5. But it didn't, right?
because, Mike, there was a television show called Party of 5.
I'm older than you dick.
There were 5 of them, you see.
Tell me more about that show,
They
John.
had a party.
And then what happened?
Hilarity ensued.
Were the parents alive, or
One of them was.
Dude, I have no idea what this show is, so I'm very curious.
One of
I'm
them
like,
was
wow.
a
There's
ghost.
5 people there, and the parents are dead.
More than you want, less than I need.
okay, and They asked if they could eat your tiny friend Bulric. You informed them that he was actually your single friend who was looking for a partner.
Yes. Accurate.
Crag Sally then jumped out and stabbed two people in the throat, and that began a fight.
They made some pretty distasteful comments about, like, not wanting to be in it's called like a mutual relationship with Bulric, and I didn't like that one bit. They were rude to our leech person.
I believe that you guys actually said that you were all the four of you were in a quuple, I believe is what you called it. A quuple or a quadruple, and that's why it was weird that he was hanging out with you.
Wouldn't be a pentuple? Because there's 5 of us
No,
including...
that's the whole reason why it was
You're
weird.
trying to bring Bulric in without,
You're trying to bring Bulric in?
negotiating it?
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Goodness.
Check yourself.
You ended up killing Eliza the Sweaty, and 2 of you got infected, I believe.
Yeah.
Not me.
You're looking at me.
Yes, so that was Crag Sally and Blevit were infected. So that means if you sleep, you're actually going to lose HP, which could full-on kill you, Sally.
Yeah.
What are you pointing at? What?
Well-
you have a magic I don't die thing on your sheet now?
No, the opposite. I have my small potion that we
Oh.
drink too. I just wanted to throw that one on there.
Right, yeah, and when that happened, you actually lost 2 presents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As you continued toward the head, well, you guys gathered up all those brains, continued toward the head, where you found 5 big seals eating this dead Leviathan.
I have 4. Did we only have 4?
The sword one.
Oh, 5 including the sword one. Okay, yeah.
And you also saw the really, really big seal sitting up on top, plus the one with the sword.
It's actually 6 seals then, yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Bey-bay.
Yes, absolutely.
Confirmed seal count. One boss seal, 1 sword-wielding seal.
Mouth
4
sword-wielding.
mouth sword-wielding.
And he's
Yes.
looking at Bart.
He's staring directly
and
at
then
Bart.
4, like, basic seals.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they goons or henchmen? Hench seals.
I can be honest, I don't know the difference.
Somebody
What the fuck is
explain
the difference between a
on
goon and a
She-Hulk.
henchman? Does anybody here at this table know off the top of their head between
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
difference?
The
Go
difference
ahead.
what?
No, I would
Between
have to
a
look it
goon
up.
and a
But
henchman?
She-Hulk, they
Okay,
explain the
yes.
Oh,
difference.
fuck.
So
about to get schooled.
a goon is just a fool that's there. They're probably mentally unstable. They're there because they think there's some respect thing, or they're there because they're like, oh no, I'm following the Joker. I'm funny. A henchman is there for a fucking job. They're there for the health insurance, for the
Okay.
benefits, for what they can get out of loot.
Oh,
henchman
it's like
is
Venture
hired.
Brothers.
Yes.
They're clocking
Okay,
in,
so
they're
goon's
clocking
like a
out.
mook.
Goon's like, yeah, exactly. Goon's just somebody who's like, yeah, I'm here because, my dad didn't.
Hey, I'm gooning here!
yeah. So,
Isn't gooning? No.
Yes,
Okay,
it is,
Don't.
Mike.
No.
What's
absolutely.
gooning?
Yes, good.
Don't look at
Explain.
me, John.
What's
what is gooning?
Gooning is...
Jesus Christ.
Somebody could just stop me. But I'm...
Stop.
Yeah,
Please.
I love
Stop.
to learn.
it's a sex thing. Everything is a sex thing.
I'm learning that. I'm definitely learning
Sorry.
that.
So Barry, I mean, since you're looking it up, what is?
Okay, here you go.
Oh, fuck.
So this is coming from She-Hulk. I believe this is
Oh my
episode...
God! I thought you were looking at the gooning
I
thing.
was really excited.
Hold on. I'm one conversation behind, but holding the line. I believe it is in She-Hulk episode 8. In one particularly meta moment, Daredevil explains the difference between goons and henchmen. And this is, just to be clear, copyright, not us. Goons and henchmen are 2 completely different animals. Henchmen believe in the cause. Goons are just there for the paycheck.
Fucking, I got it back.
There you
That's
go.
the opposite?
Okay.
Wrong, but right.
Okay.
Wrong, but
See,
all the parts were
there-
there.
I mean, just wrong is the way to
So,
otherwise say.
I'll ask again.
Wow.
Are these
Some people
goons
would
or hench
say
seals?
that.
I mean, they're seals, so I would say that they're. Stop laughing.
Sequoia pulled her phone out and made a gross face. I have a feeling I know what she looked up.
Honey.
They are. They are there to eat, and they're being protected by Big Seal Person.
All right, so going back to the description, is that a hench seal? Yep,
you
no
know what?
paycheck. It's a goon.
Like,
All
supposed to
right.
So
start
these are
slapping
4
people.
goons. Seal
Shut the
goons.
fuck up about goons.
And Sequoia, did you want to share what you learned, or
Today, out of class.
what's the fun thing that you just learned?
It's
Under
really
the
not
bleachers?
pleasant.
My mom actually called me and said I had to go home right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and that's where we find ourselves. So, the four of you and your small friend Bulric are standing in front of these huge, disgusting seal things. They do appear to have noticed you, and...
Oh, and we have enough brains for the spell. We need 2 blubbers.
We need blubbers.
We
Yep, we need 2
blubbers.
bodies
you need
worth
a
of
total
blubber.
of 6 blubber.
Oh,
We-
damn it.
We don't
also
have it.
refresh omens.
You also refresh omens, yes.
Everybody
I
gets a
want
D2.
to be a nitpicker. We
Yes.
refresh at
We
the
did.
start of the day.
Oh, is
We
it
did.
start of the day or start of
I
session?
know.
Start of
I-
day.
start of the
Start
day.
of the day, then
And
yes.
I know that I refreshed yesterday.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yes, that's fine.
Today, last game.
Here's what I'm thinking. The Leviathan soft. I
Yep.
want to tunnel in. I'd like to stealth into the Leviathan flesh.
Are we anywhere close to the central perk that we cut out?
Yeah, so you were actually on the opposite side of the Leviathan's head.
Ah.
You were on the, inland side.
And do I understand that at the end of the session, we were noticed, I believe, already
Absolutely.
by...
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sword Seal is
I'd like to
staring.
melt into the Leviathan.
Like, you just want to, goop into it?
Yeah, I figured there's tracks of infection or something. I'd like to get in there. And I,
Simpsons meme where Homer's gonna I'm sorry.
and
oh.
so good.
what my end goal is to squish up and surprise them. I want to flank them.
You know what? I'm going to make that a strength roll. You're just going to try
Check
to
it.
push directly into the rotting flesh of this thing.
What does a dirty 20 get me?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
So, so the three of you and Bulric watch Sally just push her face against the skin of this Leviathan until it breaks, and she just kind of sloughs into it,
I'm on my journey.
disappearing.
I'm gonna look at Bulric. Do you believe there's any chance that we could do that? Have you done that before?
I mean, I'm not super stoked that she did that. Remember that our goal is to bring this back to life.
Yes. Well,
Sometimes you gotta do what you need to hide, and I'll take some of the goop and spread it on my face so I can try and blend in.
you do realize that the seals were eating that last time we were down here.
And right now. They're all eating that
No,
now.
it appears they're eating. Do you realize, Bulric, that if you are able to bring this thing back,
Yes.
does the spell regrow flesh?
You know, maybe. That's a really good question.
So I believe we need to stop these fellows from eating sooner than later, or we may have nothing left to revive.
Well, I mean, your friend is missing a lot of her skin, and she's still alive.
That's true. We're all missing some bits of us.
That's true, and one of your friends is even missing arms.
Yeah, it's for speed. It makes me go faster.
Yeah, Mr. Clooney's doing great with actually no arms.
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah, no.
George, are you still wearing the? I forget which face it is.
Danny
Are
Trejo's
you
face.
still wearing the Danny Trejo?
I
I believe that our first consideration is to intimidate the seals with the face.
I'd be willing to attempt that. I am taking the form of a beast. Of course, as I like to say, we all wear masks, we all take different forms, different
True.
shapes.
So
And-
wise.
Thank you.
Such a chance. It's such a shame you didn't win. At least one.
Yes.
Really should have won.
You're right. I really should have one.
We're all pretending that it's just George Clooney saying this, but it is a giraffe monster wearing the face of a human.
Oh no,
It's a giraffe.
I know.
So
I know.
think about the quality.
And remember that there's a small shit leech on his head
Right.
now.
Oh,
Okay.
it's right.
I mean, when you think about it, if George Clooney could act from the body of a Jurassic, missing both arms, wearing the face of Danny Trejo, I mean, Academy, come on, folks.
That's
you
true.
would have to give it to him at this point. If he's successful. Let's see.
I'm happy to try it, but I would like to point out I am one of only 2 actors to have won both the Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor and Best Picture,
Oh!
along with my personal friend Brad Pitt.
Oh.
And that's my little bit of George Clooney trivia. And now I rear up to my full Jurassic height and let out a mighty bellow in an attempt to intimidate these seals.
And
Very
your
good.
mighty bellow sounds like... Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a nat one. So it's just me going, just me gently saying, we are the storytellers. We are the dream weavers.
And as you say this, your little friend Bulric, like slipping on something that's on him, slides down your face as you're saying that. Your intimidation does not work at all.
Surprising.
Well, okay.
Yeah, big seal with a sword starts heading straight towards you. What are you guys
And
doing?
is he still focused on Bart?
I'm gonna look at all of you and say, if ain't nobody else moving, I'll take the first shot.
Do it, Bartholomew.
And I'll say Delilah, and she'll hop down on top of it. We have a better crew now, so it's a little bit better of aiming. So
Yeah, for
trying to
sure.
get the whole rat gang going.
Did all the rats survive from the forward throw? Remember
Yeah.
last game? Okay.
All rats
right.
have survived, yeah.
Good.
And they're all thriving too. I think they're really starting to fit in. I think.
But the new ones don't love you yet.
Well, the shit snowball fight was like a really big bonding moment. Yeah. Floggin is really starting to come out of his shell. He actually even threw a few of those snowballs and cracked a smile.
Okay.
Floggin's the leather jacket wearing tough
cool
guy,
one.
the
Yeah,
tough rat.
He's the cool one.
Yeah, the cool one.
He's the one that doesn't smoke amongst your rats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
smells cloves.
He's not a
Oh,
follower.
my
He's
God.
not emo. He's just not a follower.
That's exactly what he would say.
Yeah. So,
It's like I'm not a follower, dude. I'm just
hey,
my own stuff.
awesome. So yeah, so I just
Conformist.
line up the shot. Delilah's giving the little squeak commands to the newbies. Everybody lines it up. How about a 14?
A 14 is definitely going to do it.
I only needed a DR 10, so let's go ahead and do some damage. All range attacks are bam, so fast. Woo! 5 plus 3, so that is 8 points of damage.
Oh my god! Boom! Dude, what are you doing to my seal?
Now this is Sword Seal. I believe there was some enmity between you and
Oh,
Sword Seal,
yeah.
right?
Is he dead?
Oh my god! I mean, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. You did exactly the hit points that it has. It does have blubber though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blam. Yeah, so total, once again, not full anime moment, but definitely, the wind kind of blows by, the shit in my hair kind of floats. Yeah, I'm not happy about it either.
But as it continues to float, he's getting cleaner.
Yeah, the fresh air of just rot
Acrid
wafts.
brine is peeling it off your hair.
The sea, the waft
Salt
of the
scouring.
sea.
The
Yeah.
waft.
And yeah, line up that shot. Boom. Every time I shoot this, I feel like the shot looks bigger in my head.
Sure.
It's just blam. So just like all the grass in front of me just blows forward and just zooms straight at it and then does.
Yeah, you actually did a total of 4 damage.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm just checking to see if any of them are gonna run away.
I mean, there is a full-on Danny Trejo,
Oh, yeah. And as I wing back to start reloading,
not bellowing,
this-
but maybe whimpering, Rasculus giving them pause.
Whimpering sadly,
Yeah. I did,
dribbling drool down its face.
I did a nat one.
Yeah.
I'm doing a
His
nat
voice
one.
cracked.
Yeah.
I try to also with my shot step in front of Mr. Clooney to prevent people from seeing him in this state.
Okay.
Bart, you are a true friend.
I just, I know you have an image, and we need to keep that.
Well, we'll have to kill all those who observe
Yes,
this.
of
Not
course.
party members, of course.
Well, no,
Don't
of
these.
course.
No,
There's
no.
a bond between us.
Yeah.
And for that matter, Sally didn't see.
Valid.
We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, I didn't reach for it this time. I looked
Yeah,
at my
you
die.
didn't.
I looked at my die though.
I thought about
I
it.
yearned.
You know, I'm glad you guys are starting to figure it out. You know,
With 8 tries.
it has only taken a lot of time, but you guys have figured it out. And so I actually do get to go first,
Oh,
which
dear.
is kind of my favorite thing.
That's super cool.
Yeah, isn't that great?
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the way that we're going to do this, because I have enough things to take care of, Bulric is on your side, and on anybody's turn, you guys can tell Bulric to do a thing. He only gets to do one thing per turn, though. He has a couple of spells, blah, blah, blah. So, we're going to start off with the seal that you just shot in the head is...
Sword Seal.
Yes, Sword Seal. You know, it's so mad at you that it's not going to Psychic Blast you. This thing is going to run, or like kind of flaloop, I think is what you call them moving. Yeah. It's flalooping toward you, and it is actually going to try to dive on top of you and take a swing at you. I need you to make a defense roll.
Now, again, much like a mouth harp, this is a forward thrust with the jowls. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I, as this thing is coming at me, just get this big grin on my face as I look down and see the Zweehander on the whimpering George Clooney. And I look back, and then, I just like have a flash to the good old days on the sea with the rain pelting me, lightning in the sky, and just boarding ships. I say,
Wait a minute, with the giant 6.5-foot long sword, you were in the lightning?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know my backstory.
No,
Barry.
no one knows your backstory
Exactly. I keep giving you little pieces of it. So, it was rubber, Barry. Shut up. For intimidation. Anyway, yes. So I gotta make a dodge roll. Hey, that's a 19 plus 2, so 21.
Damn it.
So just dodge to the side, hopefully closer to Mr. Clooney.
Yeah, so absolutely. This, no, it doesn't swing the sword like that, Barry. No, it dives at you with a sword sticking straight out of its mouth like it's trying to stab into you. You just, like, launch out of the way, and it stabs into the sand near you. It turns its head quickly, flicking up sand up into everybody's eyes, and...
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to hear, Mike. Thank you. I was hoping you saw it in my eyes. Like, make it more anime.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and, you know, we cut to Bart's eyes, we cut to the seal's eyes, Bart's eyes, seal's eyes, Bart's eyes, seal's eyes, and then we show both of them at the same time.
And I go, oh!
There we go, it's complete.
Absolutely.
And Sequoia has checked out.
She is basically hidden inside of her dice rolling cup.
Yeah, which is good because she's hidden inside of a dead Leviathan as well, so...
That's true.
Nice role play.
Fantastic. And we have, you know, we've got 4 more seals. The big one sitting up top looks as if that one is just watching what is going on. Its head is like beginning to like glow red and stuff as all of this is happening. But I'm going to need, oh goodness, you can't be seen, Sally.
I am become slime.
The destroyer of
I'll tell you
worlds.
what, I'm going to have all of you make dodge rolls.
Yay.
So Blevit and Bart and George Clooney and even our little friend Bullrick is going to make a dodge roll because they are running toward you while psionically blasting you.
May I roll for Bullrich?
Absolutely.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
I got a 19.
That's fine.
You're not allowed to roll for anybody else ever.
I got a dirty 20 for my roll.
Oh yeah,
It's
get
very
fucked.
dirty.
I have a 2.
Nice, that's good.
I got a 13.
You got a 13.
12 plus 1.
Oh wow, okay. So everybody is fine except for Blevit.
I'm sorry, Levin.
Blevit, no.
This is what happens.
Oh, right there, Blevit.
No, I'm getting a muscle. Sorry, my arm's looking.
You're getting a muscle?
I'm getting at a muscle.
Oh.
I just realized I'm supposed to make you have a presence test.
Oh, which is to...
It was a DR10. You failed, by the way.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just gonna be paralyzed for this round.
Oh.
Okay. And that's.
Oh, I'm so sorry because this was like a psychic.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
This was like a psychic onslaught.
Yeah. Like a psychic onslaught. They were all going after you guys.
Understood.
And that's going to end my turn, and that's going to bring us over to George.
Don't point at me.
Hello.
To Blevit. Oh yeah, and we're just going to skip you now. Haha.
I'm going to crane my mighty neck down and bite upon this seal.
Bite a seal.
I'm going to bite a seal.
Okay.
And it's gonna be great. Here I go.
A seal. A seal.
A seal. We have not yet met.
Sword seal. If
Oh, you're biting
Oh,
sword
so you're going to
seal.
lean over the others and bite
I
sword
was right
seal,
by
yeah.
him.
Sure. Yeah. Of course.
It's
Yeah.
in the world. Okay, here I go. That's a 13 plus 1 for strength is a 14.
A 14 is going to. A 14 is going to hit sword seal.
I do D6 bite damage.
From last round, would
1.
a 3 have mattered?
What's that?
I had a 3.
No, not at all. You did 1 damage?
I did no damage.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, you actually healed it by 2.
Gnawing at the blubber.
I did gnaw on blubber. though.
Yeah,
It is actually well known that Drasculus spittle is used as a medicinal
Okay.
in many countries these days.
Fantastic. Yeah, so looking over, you see that your friend George Clooney, the giraffe, is leaning over with his very long neck, and he's licking this seal that just tried to kill Bart.
Gnawing, it is an exercise that people do for their jaw muscles to give me more defined jaw. So I'd like to say that I'm gnawing on this blubber in order to increase the strength of my already wonderful jawline.
Finely chiseled face.
Finely chiseled, thank you.
Says the giraffe monster with a shit leech on his head.
Yeah.
Well, and if you consider that the front side is the Danny Trejo face, I mean, that's pretty well cut.
Also a strong jaw.
It is.
All right, we're going to cut over to Bartholomew Bilge.
All right, so being that this thing is now in front of me, what I would like to do is, so my gun normally has a sling, but I will animate it as I whip it back on where normally the sling would be, but it's mostly just a few ropes that then the rats pull down and kind of like, anchor to my back.
Okay.
As I run, grab the Zooey hander off of Mr. Clooney's back, and I say, thanks for holding on to this. And I just bring that sucker down on the seal.
Oh no, on Sword Seal?
Yeah.
Oh
I
goodness.
say, I want my sword back. Hey. This is agility still.
Strength.
So,
It's strength.
That's fine. It's a 14.
A 14 is definitely going to hit Sword Seal. I was really hoping that I could like animate deflect your hit.
D10.
Just roll everybody in that.
1.
Oh, she.
Sad.
So actually, that is exactly what happens. You bring this Zweihander over your head and you swing down, and it takes like a full 30 seconds for the full animation to happen, and then it immediately stops as you notice that the Sword Seal has completely stopped your attack with his sword in his mouth.
Oh.
Clang!
Clang!
Oh.
I've met relatives of yours. I've killed a lot of them too. And I'll clash off of that and get ready for another swing.
So, Blevit, you have fallen down to the ground, and you realize that you have been sent somehow deep, deep into your past at a really, really difficult moment in your life. Can you tell us where you've been sent?
Well, it was the third grade, and it was a bad time for me. I mean, you'd get milk, but it was always spoiled, and Mom always gave me PB&J, which isn't what you think it is. It was awful, and Mr. Molester, that's the actual name of the math teacher. He was so cruel. Every time I was asked to do a problem with the board, I was unsuccessful. It's terrible. It was an awful time.
Yes, that is exactly what is happening to you. You are in Mr. Molester's class with the rotten PB&J and spoiled milk.
Is it puss boogers? And...
We're not gonna discuss what PB&J means.
It's already pretty horrifying down here. You don't need to help.
Okay.
Mr. Clooney dreams. Was he in Inception? He wasn't, but he should have been.
No, I should have been in Inception.
He should have been in Inception, that's true.
Terribly out, Clooney in.
Yeah.
Very end comes in, wraps it all up by explaining what the hell I just want. And I get it.
See, the top, it is dream. That's what it is.
So, yes, Blevit, at the moment you are being asked to point to different areas on a map in front of the entire class. You have a boner. You
Exactly.
have spoiled milk in your mouth.
I was making certain that was not brought up, but
You're-
thank you.
Right, you're being told to point at different places on a map and tell, where things are. But all of the landscape and the continents have recently changed, and you're wrong every time you point at something.
Right.
And let's get over to Crag Sally.
Is this Egypt?
Alright, so I'm eking through this infection tract I found.
It's an infectious tract.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Nope, following. Science be
Anyways.
damned.
Yep.
There's tracks. Do you want to get into this one?
There's a lot of tracks. I don't think there's a lot of infectious tracks.
We have a biologist here.
Yeah.
yeah,
there is.
whoa!
Maybe
You guys walked right past me.
you burrowed into the lymph system, the lymphatic system, the ducts.
Yeah, okay. I'm up in the ducts. And I'd like to exit the ducts behind the squad of goons. And
Yes, because we did define that they are goon seals.
attack them unawares.
Okay, fantastic. So, as you guys are fighting these seals, you see skin burst open, near the Leviathan's mouth, and you see Crag Sally come jumping out, holding a dagger in each hand. Fuck. And she crit.
Oh, this is the best scene.
So hold on. I auto crit with this surprise attack. Does that mean I quadruple crit? Is that what that means, Mr. Mike?
You know, I'm just gonna let you fully kill a seal.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah.
Very reasonable agreement.
I burst like a watermelon out of this Leviathan. and right under the back of one of the seals, and I just like, I don't know, like pop its brain bubble.
It's actually good because we don't actually need the brain.
Yeah, that's true. So you see her burst out of this thing, you see her land on its back, and then she crosses her hands with a knife in each hand, and she just like slices off the top of its like glowing head.
Hell yeah.
I would like myself and all the rats to raise their arms into the air
Huzzah!
with swords. It's like, ah! Sally, that's our girl! And everybody, yes!
And I once again go, oh!
You know, that was so insanely brutal. I'm gonna see if one of these things runs away.
Yeah, I think should stop attacking us. It really doesn't end well for them.
You know, as we've moved forward, I seem to think that if George had been in a Mel Brooks film, he might have been successful. I mean, look how well the continuous usage of the exact same joke, the Mel Brooks theory, right? You do it till it's funny, then you do it till it's not, then you do it till it's funny again.
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay, I met their morale roll, but I did not beat it, so none of them are demoralized yet.
That makes that's okay.
I got more stabbing to do.
Yeah. I'll got more stabbing.
All right, fantastic. So we have 3 more seals and a sword seal.
We actually, if I'm correct, and should remind, we actually have a leech that can take the turn.
You do.
Oh yeah.
Can we have Bulric do something cool?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know what
cast the-
magic to make something magic.
Make something.
Make magic.
I'll roll and tell me what happens.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Hold on, give me just a real
Unless we
quick
don't roll
second
one.
here.
I don't want to roll.
I think that you should
And,
roll.
I
and
agree.
Sequoia's not allowed to roll.
Yeah.
Sequoia's never allowed to roll ever again anything ever.
It's because I prime them. I leave them all up in the biggest one.
It's a good move.
Sending the air bubbles and the wafting molecules, the Brownian motion within the dice is...
Okay.
Yeah, brown in the dice, yeah.
I browned my dice
Quantum
before.
browning.
I'm gonna saute these babies. Pour in some wine and scrape all the bits off till it turns into like a sludge, and then that's the good stuff.
Where are we going?
What's the word for that?
I don't think there is a word for that.
No, there is.
No, I've been to that restaurant in Old Town.
You cook the food, and then you add in the wine.
Oh, you make the
You're
sauce out of
sauteing
it.
it?
No, after
No,
the
when you have all the
saute.
drippings in the pan.
You
There's like a term for it. You make the
Are you
hard.
talking
Oh.
Mongolian barbecue?
No, there is a term. What's the fucking term?
You make a sauce out of the dried up stuff in the pan by putting wine in it. You goo it.
Reduce it? Was that
Reduce.
again?
You reduce it, yeah.
Make it reduce.
Anyway,
Well, I think
sorry,
we're gonna
yes.
reduce the number of seals on this beach.
Yeah, so you guys look over to your little friend Bulric, who's still covered in brown sticky liquid and sitting on top of George Clooney's head. And you look at him expectantly, like you mean him to do something, and he goes,
Well, I know 2 spells.
Nice.
My friend Roscoe taught me a consuming glare. And then I also know a little bit of Enochian syntax.
The first. Well, come on.
I'm gonna say,
I'm busy.
stare at that one, and I'll point to. Let's see. We'll say the one because there's another one by George Clooney, right?
There's one by
sword
each of
one
us.
and by each of them.
Uh-huh.
Let's say by Blevit.
okay, so
Yeah.
you want him to do the consuming glare.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I need you to, somebody roll a d4. That's how many creatures get affected by this.
I think you should have to roll all the dice.
Oh, 2.
Nice.
Okay, so 2 of them are going to be affected by this. And you said which ones?
So if 2 of them, then let's do sword and the no. I'm gonna do the one in front of Mr. Clooney that's not sword and the one in front of Blevit.
Mr. Clooney.
I appreciate
Okay,
it.
so not sword and not sword.
Sword's mine. Yeah.
Okay, so not sword and not sword.
Yes.
Got it.
Both the not sword.
Okay, fantastic. And I need you to, you see that he begins staring at these 2, and they immediately, for some reason, like look up at him. I do need you to make a presence test, please, God. Just pass this.
Don't roll a 1.
19!
Okay, fantastic. He said he begins to stare at them, and his eyes like grow huge and like begin to like swirl. And two of these, like not like there are swirls in it, like his eyes kind of bulge out, and his eyes start like moving in
Because I
circles.
started with heffalumps and woozles, but that's not.
No,
It's not that
no,
true.
this is disgusting. Heffalumps and woozles are kind of cute.
Right. It's all about mead.
Right.
Brutal.
What are you guys talking about?
I was just
Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh.
Heffalumps and moozles?
Woozles.
Heffalumps and woozles, really?
From
Winnie the Pooh?
What's
Anyway.
with eyeballs? Yeah.
Well, there was a whole documentary on the Heffalump. I know.
Fantastic. So you notice that two of these things are just like staring up at Borg while this is happening, and they are immediately going to take a bunch of damage. I need you to roll a d8, please.
super cool.
If Pooh was drunk enough, he could have been into giraffes lists.
4?
Why were you gonna whisper that?
No, I was like, I got caught off guard. I was like, why is
What do
Mr.
you
Mr.
think?
Pooh here?
What do you think Winnie the Pooh's feet look like?
Well,
Oh my god.
they just little round
Yeah.
nubs.
They are.
Imagine-
They're little stuffed
Imagine
animal
them
feet.
covered in honey.
I don't want to imagine it. Could you just find me a drawing?
I can find you some drawings.
Can you just draw it,
Now,
please,
now,
Pedro?
now you'll learn why it's called 100-acre wood.
Just like big natural Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
What?
That's too far.
Who is
That's
my childhood? Get back into the game. Let's go back to reality.
Talking
please.
about
I mean,
his
he was
feet,
wearing that
but then I
sexy
bring out
little vest,
Oh my
you know.
God.
sons of bitches.
Is that a red t-shirt?
Yeah.
We are trying to have a civilized game.
Tut tut. It looks like rain.
Ew!
Oh, man.
There we go. Okay, that's all I had to do was quote
About a
Pooh.
quarter, 10 minutes. Let's go.
Okay, so after this first disturbing round, I'm going to tell you guys where you stand. There are 5 of them.
Cool.
The alpha is undamaged, one of them is undamaged, and the other 3 are half dead. That is where we actually are at this moment. It is my turn. Swordsfield is going to psionically blast you because it's going to fuck you up next round. Bart, I need you to make a presence test.
How's that 20 look?
Fuck you!
We are so good at this game.
I quit, man. I cannot hurt you guys at all. And you know what? Here's the really fucked up part. You get a free attack because you got a nat 20
Yep.
on defense.
Kill this stupid thing.
That one's a 7. So.
Okay.
It was a free
Yeah.
attack. I mean,
Yeah.
It was just a little
what do you expect if you don't actually put any effort into it?
Right.
I was expecting more of a hit, so I was just more mentally focused on that. So I wasn't really ready for a full swing.
Okay.
I shall center myself.
All right. And Blevit, one of them is going to try to bite you. I need a defense roll. I'm also going to need a defense roll from Sally and from George Clooney.
Oh,
Come on,
so that was
just
a
think.
17, and if you remember, my defense rolls are at +2, so still made it, I think.
Yeah,
17.
absolutely. Yeah, you
Good.
needed a 14.
Ooh, thank God.
Just gotta think really hard and they can't hurt you.
This is a straight up defense roll, right? An agility check.
Absolutely.
I got an 11.
You got an 11. Okay.
19.
Yeah.
I'll trade you dice.
No, we did that last
Yeah,
time, and
you
then you rolled really well.
Yep.
It just makes me even more angry. Okay, so George Clooney, you're gonna get bit. Fantastic, good.
Give me
I
some
can't
damage.
hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Good, that's a
cool.
1.
My thick hide reduces my damage by a d4.
Yeah, great. Okay. Cool. So you're gnawing on one seal, and that seal like looks up and like starts licking you.
Oh, if they touch tongues, what happens? Wonder Twin powers.
And you know what?
That's the worst thing you could have said.
Activate? I mean,
Morality lines. It's so
Wonder
basic.
Twin powers. Ejaculate. That's the joke.
Oh,
no,
God.
no,
Boo,
throw things at
Okay.
him.
boo.
No.
What have I done?
Bad.
Yes, we're throwing
Bad
stuff at
John.
John now.
No, my dice.
And it looks like the big alpha seal is beginning to like rear back, like it's going to jump somehow. And that's going to bring us over to George Clooney.
Hello, I'm George Clooney. That's
Little
my
hint: someone's getting jumped on next round.
Wait, what? Okay, well, this didn't work last time, but I'm currently softly gnawing or licking a seal, and it is the sword seal.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to bite down. Hopefully, my saliva has softened.
It's all about repetition. That's what everything is, unless it's improv.
10,000 hours, right?
You're biting the
10,000
sword
hours.
seal?
I'm gonna bite the sword seal.
I really hope you kill this instead of Bart.
Me too.
Horrible.
Sword seal
Somehow it
bite.
just got
Go.
scary.
14.
Fuck.
All right, I gotta roll well on this D6 though.
Yeah, because I get to take away a D4 every time.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Not quite.
But I'll tell you what, this thing is on death's door.
You lined it up for me.
Absolutely. Sword seal has 1 hit point left.
My bread and butter.
So you bite into this seal, like right into the back of its neck. You rip a huge chunk out. It
George,
makes like a-
wait. We need the blubber. Start hitting brains.
I spit the blubber kind of back into the wound to try to hold it together.
And that's where the damage comes
Blood
from.
is just pouring
well,
out.
just consider what the saliva from a Drasculus is like.
Right.
You know?
And this
He's not a
seal-
dog. It's not like it's clean.
This seal with a sword in its mouth that has just been grievously hurt, it makes a sound like,
Oh God! Like what? What did you want me to do?
I don't know, make a sound.
Make, I have to just make a sound. Of,
What's the sound? Yeah.
It's, that kind of-
It sounds
More like that
exactly
kind,
like
right?
that. As it looks, its eyebrows raised in panic as
Right.
it stares at you.
Oh,
Bart.
it's got the
Yeah.
It does. As I see my opening.
Oh, right between the eyes.
Let's see here. Oh, wait. No, I can't do anything. Well, it's
That-
that then.
That's a 7.
Yeah. So go swing for it and bit it.
Do you have / want to use an omen?
I don't because we didn't restore, so no. Unfortunately,
Okay.
my revenge is stalled.
Your revenge has been stalled.
Yes.
You swing down, and as you're swinging down, the seal immediately brings its sword down and clang against yours again and stares you directly in the eyes. Blevit.
Well, Blevit is going to pull out the sling. It has not failed me yet. And I am going to endeavor to sling the alpha that's heading our way, it appears.
Okay.
I do have an omen. I shall use my last omen of the day. And what, well, hold on. Don't make that noise yet. This is strength with the sling? Okay. So that is going to be, that's what I'm asking.
Ranger's presence.
Well, that's a 7.
That is a 7.
I can't be certain, but I feel like it failed me.
I think it probably failed you.
However, only time will tell.
You know, I think it's because you were probably tossing a rock and not like a goblin skull or something.
This
like
is
you
true.
did last time.
This is true.
Yeah.
Items
So-
at hand.
A rock goes flying by this thing's head, and it looks like maybe it's gonna jump on you, Blevit.
Oh no.
And that's gonna bring us over to Craig's Alley.
Okay, so
Maybe
there's
indecisiveness.
Sword seal.
Yes.
And then another one by Blevit.
There is Sword Seal, which looks mostly dead. There is one by you, one by Blevit, and then one like right next to George Clooney, and then there's the Alpha up top.
Okay, I'll
Like-
take out the one closest to me,
Okay.
or attempt to. Oh, a 2. There you go,
A
Mike.
2. Wow. Your dice does have lower than a 12 on it.
Yeah, so I swing and I don't know, maybe I overcorrect and just kind of like breeze past it.
Yeah, fantastic. You swing at one of them, and as you're in the middle of swinging, you realize that it's actually like 10 feet away. You've just gotten so confident
Yeah.
in always hitting stuff that you forgot to move forward.
I just kind of like twinged my shoulder a little bit.
Right. And with that, I'm going to need...
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Again, we have forgotten Bullrick.
Bullrick.
I think Bullrick should
Bullrick.
endeavor to use the other
The
ability.
Enochian
Maybe
syntax.
on the alpha.
So Enochian's angel
Agreed.
talks. Syntax is vocabulary. So maybe he's gonna like purify it or so. That's my guess.
Or maybe he speaks words that this thing can't comprehend. and
My
we
concern
can't
is the fact
explode.
that Bullrick was not able to tell us what it did. He just said it has a name.
That makes it exciting.
I mean, how big is Bulwark's brain? Real talk. Maybe a peach?
A peach? I'm thinking a peach, yes.
Do leeches even? No, they just have ganglia. He just got a ganglia up in there.
Yeah, he can communicate though. He can love.
Right?
We're
Am I
talking
am I
about...
remembering this right? Is he holding a spear?
We're past lizard brain.
No, he's
I
not
think he
holding
just
a spear.
has.
No,
No, he's not holding anything.
he's not. Does he paint his hand? No.
Yeah, he's got like little like creepy skeletal hands.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Dinosaur
Right.
hands.
Okay, cool.
And as of right now, he's wearing like the really really long like elbow length gloves.
Right.
That Craig Sally put on him.
Oh, gloves. Okay, I need to read
They're
this.
skinned fish.
He does look like he's ready to bite something though. If you don't want him to cast a spell.
I want him to try that Enochian thing.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I think you should do it on the big bad.
I think the alpha is awaiting you, Bullrick. Let's go.
Oh,
Bullrick.
This time he opens his mouth and you can see that all these just like rows of teeth begin to like spin around and around. He sticks his tongue out and then you can see that like the spinning sharp teeth cut off his tongue. Another tongue comes out and that happens over and over again until he has chopped off enough tongues that he can actually speak in the language of angels. He begins mumbling something while staring directly at the psionic seal alpha, and let's see if he's able to do it. Who's gonna roll his presence test?
Not me.
it's you.
Do it.
Hey, 14.
Yep, that's gonna do it. He starts mumbling these just absolutely incomprehensible words, giving
Words that man was not meant to hear.
exactly, giving one very specific order to this thing.
I
is-
want to recall that I said not meant to hear, not that we aren't hearing it. Of
course.
What does it sound like?
Oh, you are the worst. It's coming from him, so it sounds like.
So there is a concern if you play your records backwards. That's what happens
Yeah.
Wolf
at
Black
78
Band.
speed.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I will read that book someday.
John Darnielle. Read it, people.
So what this says is Enochian syntax: one creature blindly obeys a single command. What single command
Kill
do
yourself.
you want?
Who?
The rose on the grave. We win.
That's the game, folks. No.
As long as he's not Catholic, I say kill yourself.
You don't want the seal to go to hell.
Well, we do need to care about his eternal soul. So yeah, I think that's it.
Really good of
Kill
you.
yourself, unless you're Catholic.
In which case, eat yourself.
Well, no, I mean you really
Take
can't do a
communion
second
of
part.
thine
It's one.
own
It's
flesh.
one command.
Ooh, why don't we just tell him,
Kill yourself unless you're Catholic.
yeah, consume. What about consume thine self, Ouroboros?
Wait, that's right. It needs to be an
God.
angelic speech, right? Or Thor speech.
Yeah,
at
I
least.
like that.
You like that?
Mike?
So I'll look up at him and very distinctly
Do it.
tell Bullwick, yeah, tell him to eat himself.
Immediately, you see that this large alpha, in the middle of about to jump, it kind of like blubbers up just a little bit, raising its tail up to its own mouth, and it starts at the ass and starts just eating its own ass.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, where else do you
Jormungandr,
start?
the world.
It
The world
begins
one.
eating
World
up its own belly, and you watch entrails pour out of this thing. You watch blubber and pus begin dripping down the sides of the rocks, and you see that this thing is screaming, and it is upset that it is doing this, but it is forced to do it. Did I make it not fun, guys?
No, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm
I'm
into
a little
it.
upset with it as well. I mean, that's one less set of blubber we have.
Yeah.
Well,
Blubber
yeah,
goes
let's-
into
Well, I mean,
blubber
it's
doesn't disappear.
it's eating kind of
I mean,
down
wait,
its
it's a closed
stomach,
loop
yeah.
Blub, it's a closed loop. Why'd you point at me like that?
Because you are well known as being a closed loop system.
Yeah,
I
you
think
are
that's where
also
we're
a closed
going.
loop system.
That's your street name.
Drag Sally Yar.
From
I don't-
Succession.
I don't want to know what that means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could. Well, you should just watch Succession.
I mean, I assume that it's like a human centipede type thing.
Wait, there's-
where and that's
There's
a
human
closed-
consumption and concession.
No.
Succession?
You eat yourself, you crap, you eat yourself, you crap. It's a closed loop system.
Eat
Yeah,
of
yeah.
yourself.
What does
I
that
get
have to
it.
do? Wait. You want me to watch this show? What does that have to do with Succession?
You'll have to find out.
Yeah,
Tuesdays at
Tuesdays on ABC.
Actually, it's Sundays on HBO in the springtime.
Oh, there we go. All right. You heard it here.
HBO sound here.
Yeah.
I remember what it is. I
You
know.
want to see somebody eating their own ass? Apparently, HBO is the way to go.
Not, not ass.
I
okay.
don't feel like. I don't think that was appropriate at all.
It's frontsies.
Oh, autofellatio.
Closed loop system.
Yeah.
All right. So
Watch
it's-
So the alpha
The alpha
has consumed
is
itself.
in the middle of it's eating
Self-consumption.
So the
itself.
blubber's
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
It's
It's
just
just
going into
it's
the
inside
butt.
out now.
Yeah.
And at this point, as this one is just going to slowly kill itself, I do need to make morale rolls for the rest of them.
You realize if they run, we're going to have to chase them.
Sword Seal looks like it's staying just out of principle because it wants to kill you. Hurt Seal 1 takes off, or like is demoralized. Hurt Seal 2, also demoralized. Unhurt Seal, also demoralized.
Ooh.
Oh goodness, Hurt Seal 1 is apparently going to immediately surrender. It looks like it's slowly trying to back off. Hurt Seal 2 is going to do the exact same, and not Hurt Seal 3. They all look like they immediately surrender.
We butcher them.
This is where it had to be. I mean,
What
it's,
other option is there?
they're not baby brain seals.
It's irrelevant. We need the blubber.
Well, I mean, it's a question of are we going clubbing or not,
Ah.
Oh, nice.
right?
Yeah, I liked that. That was good.
You
Get it?
That.
Clubbing baby seals. Yeah, I think it's great.
So, if as they start to back down, if you guys are in the mood for slaughtering,
Yeah, when aren't we?
because I'm like clashing with this guy and everything, I imagine a glazed look kind of goes over my eyes. A different tone kind of comes to my voice as I'm barking, as I go into like bark out orders. I'm imagining like rain going through my hair, battering down,
Where
and
did
I'm
the rain
just
come
like,
from?
kill that one, rush that one. Scab that one! And so I'm just like shouting out these orders, pointing at each one of you. And I say, boys, don't let him get near Delilah! And I just go to swing at this one again.
Okay.
And whatever you guys do with that, you do with that.
Absolutely. Yes, because Sword Seal is apparently still gonna fight. But, oh my god, the rest of them are just giving up.
Yeah, I mean, I killed the one closest to me.
You just slice its throat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Sword Seal is the only one who gets to attack. Go for it. Go ahead and make your defense roll, Bart. It's gonna try to stab you. Please let it kill you. Please let it kill you. Fuck me!
This game's so easy.
Down, and I
It's like hard or something.
would like to just let it... Actually, wait, I get a counterattack.
You do.
Yeah.
Wait, no, wait.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Strength.
8 plus, that's 9. Ooh, so close.
Clang!
Playing, yeah. But yeah, no, I'll let it come down, basically, lock it with his V-hander and just kind of let it slide off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was my turn. All of the seals have like lowered their heads down to you. You don't have to roll for anything. George Clooney, what you doing there?
I can spit acid, so I'm gonna go up to the one that's showing submission, and I'm gonna go like I want to give a little kiss,
Okay.
Oh.
and then as we get close for a seal kiss, I'm gonna spit acid
You
down
just
into its
vomit
body.
acid into its body.
Yes.
It begins to get digested from the inside out. Yeah, this thing thought that it was going to have a love life until that happened.
That's a great way to end, you know? End on a high note.
Yeah.
And you know what, Bart? Please miss. Please get a nat 1.
Natural 20!
Dude, that's 3 nat 20s in a row!
Yes!
Nope, not in a row. He missed on the return
There was
attack.
something between them.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, but I only got 3 for damage.
It had 1 hit point.
It has armor.
Don't worry. Watch, I'm gonna roll a 1.
Yeah.
I can told you.
So just looking at him, Zwee-hander, I just look at it, I take the Zwee-hander, flip it upside down. As I bring it to jam it into the ground, I take a boot to stick it, and as I kneel down, I push forward, sending the rats on ropes at it. And I said, bring it home, boys. And as they wrap around it, it just pulls the seal towards the Zwee-hand and just onto it as we reel it in.
Oh, that's great.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Oh, I killed it. Yeah. I don't know why I answered that. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, and then I just let it come down at me.
Blevit, how do you kill yours?
Well, I do have the hook hand again, so I will come up to it in its position of submission and take its throat out.
And Crag Sally, last one.
I already killed mine.
Oh, you already killed one.
Started with my killing.
That's true.
I'm surprised nobody else went for a kiss. Like, free kisses.
And so, while all of you are murdering these seals and one seal is murdering itself, you notice that that your friend Bulric is looking around and looks a little bit confused, and he's like,
I don't know what the fucking big deal was. This was super easy.
Yeah, it usually ends up that way as I'm like shoving the seal off of my sword.
and yeah, we're gonna fade out for the evening while you guys are carving up these seals and all that, and gathering all of the blubber.
Yeah. Blubber
My
gathering.
favorite part. I'm just like whistling, having a good time.
I would like to communicate with Bulric once again. And,
What?
hey, Bulric, great job in that fight. You're very powerful and strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. So, I'm just wondering, our friends here, they seem to have attracted or come.
You're so good with words.
Thank you. It's my trade. They look sick. I think that sweaty woman's goo made them sick, Bulric.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm wondering, do you have any healing magic, or do you know anything about like curing things like this? I'm sure people get sick inside the Leviathan sometimes.
I mean, yeah, people get sick all the time.
Yeah, it's not cool to be sick. Do you have a way to make them well?
But usually we just throw them in the acid.
That seems like a fix, possibly.
It seems like a final.
Yeah, what do you
fix.
guys think? Acid or?
Is-
I'll be honest with you. I'm out of magic for the day.
Ah.
Yeah, and I can only kind of, zap the water from your guys' body, so that doesn't really help. Well, wait.
Could you specify what? Like, could you just suck out like the poison?
Bad water.
You have control choice.
No,
of
sorry,
the liquid.
it's lungs filled. Sorry, I'm looking at the scroll again. No, it fills with water.
Maybe that would
I'd
wash
put
the
water-
sickness.
Wait,
Yeah,
I got a
wash my
question.
blood.
I'm like, is this something I could roll to see if I have because I'm an outdoorsman and a survivalist, if this is something I might know how to fix herbally?
Oh shit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, go for it. I think it's just presents. I think that's what we're gonna go for.
No, 7.
Okay, that was a 7.
Can we donate our omens to other players, or is that just the kids on bikes system?
I feel like I remember we could.
I'm almost positive that you can. One of these days, I'm actually going to learn how to play this game.
Just say it with authority. It'll sound like you knew the whole time.
I know.
That's actually the opening of the Seventh Seal. The game master has learned the entire set of rules. But we'll leave what happens at the end of the game to discussion at the end of the game. But it would make sense.
Yes. Okay, yeah, so with your omens, you can deal maximum damage with one attack, reroll a dice roll, yours or someone else's, lower damage dealt to you by d6, neutralize a crit or fumble, or lower one test DR by -4.
I am going to donate an omen.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Let's hope I don't
Just do a
waste
good
it.
job.
Hey, that is a 15.
A 15, yeah, great. So, looking around, you do notice that, yeah, there's a couple of plants around here that look like they might stop the infection if you were to take a little bit of time. And, Bulric might actually be able to help you with this. And we're going to say that you gather enough for 2 people.
Oh, hey,
Yes!
guys.
Yes!
Wait, there's shitweed here. Yeah, well, no, that's not the name of it. That's just what I learned it as. No,
It says
My
covered in
island
poo
was-
and blood.
Well, my island was called Cotton Stank.
I rinsed off the shit with the blood. So yeah, no I've heard cotton stank as well.
Cotton stank.
That's anywho.
I
The point.
rinse off the shit with the blood.
That's what
That sounds great.
It's sterile.
It seems like that would be the beginning of magic.
Yeah,
It's better than 21 shit or blood on you. Like, you need to pick.
If blood wasn't sterile, then you'd be sick from having it in you.
That's actually true. That is true.
That is very true.
Good circular logic.
So I go and scoop up some of the shitweed, and I'm gonna go ahead and spend time and say, "Bull, could you help me? There's a couple of things, and it's easier with 2 people. I'm gonna make some salves for them, or some tinctures."
Yeah, for sure. I can certainly help. This is going to take a little bit of time away from making the magic salve thing for my house.
I think a little detour is good. We want to keep these guys alive.
Okay, yeah, great. So we can do that. Do you guys have all of the requisite brains?
Actually, yes.
I believe we do.
We were
If
counting
I remember
brains
correctly,
as
the
we
number
worked.
was correct when you had told us.
Yeah, because you said good enough.
Right, you said...
Fuck, you're right, I did say good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Because we were intending to chase this 8th one.
This is the last person of that town.
Yeah. So you said.
I do think that might have been the last person of that town.
It's like who's king of the castle now?
Wow. Wow, you guys are just solving problems fucking left and right, aren't you?
We're really good at Mörk Borg.
Lining them up,
I
knocking
you
them
said it was
down.
hard, right?
Hey, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little self-plug here. Look, I'm a GM who can't roll anything, so if you want to win a game, you can hire me as your GM. I'll come there and just roll fucking ones all night.
So you do realize when we're looking at things that the game that we're playing has everyone but you rolling.
yeah, but did you see that when I said, watch, I'm gonna roll a 1, and then I immediately rolled a 1?
So you knew exactly
I
what
saw
you were
that
rolling.
one.
That is frightening. Think about it. Watch, I'm going to roll a 20, and you roll a 20. We're dead.
The fucking John does that all the time, and it's weird.
I have powers, you see.
Ooh, mystic.
They're called magnets under the table.
Let's see if it
That's
works.
written in.
I'm gonna roll a 20. No,
Nope, never gonna
not
work.
even close.
That would have been really cool, though.
So then your first statement potentially does stand.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and just hire me. I'm
It
not
is
gonna roll
funny.
well.
I mean, this is a brief aside.
no, it's
but
not
this-
funny. Fuck you.
Oh no! It's just that this game is so incredibly deadly, and these encounters have not been poorly constructed at all. We've just been rolling.
Or,
Yeah, we
nor,
did
nor,
really
poor-
well.
nor poorly played.
No,
I
everything just
believe
worked.
we have played to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Thank you. I think that it's after any victory, it's important that we all sit around for at least a minute and we just do like a compliment circle.
Absolutely.
Where we just all say like
Discuss the
something good,
positive
somebody
things
else
from the
Yeah.
battle.
I
Team
think
building.
it was very cool how you hopped out of the side of the
I
fire
actually
pit.
I agree with that, Sally. I enjoyed the part where you
Very
slid
good.
into it was the infectious tract.
The infectious
The
tract.
infectious tract. We learned something new today.
It was a brilliant strategy, and I think that we all doubted you at the beginning, and you proved us wrong.
I like that.
Yeah.
And George, the bite lick bite format of fighting, I think that was an excellent choice.
It's a new school. Thank you very much.
I wasn't sure it was gonna pan out, but you know what? I had faith. I had faith, but I had my moment of doubt.
I didn't even believe in myself, honestly, but it was through the strength of our group.
Absolutely.
I think that I was
absolutely
able to,
the acting troupe, as it were.
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
give kudos to Blevit for facing down the alpha with a slingshot.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. There is a story. It's about a dog and a boy, David and Goliath, and I believe there was a similar outcome with that. So I
I
thank
thought
you
he
for
had a
that.
gun.
Did he?
Well, I mean, it's basically a
Old
gun.
Testament, yeah.
Like
I
a
mean,
past
those
old
things
timey
were-
gun.
As
Yeah.
close to a gun as you. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know when crossbows were invented, to be honest. But I mean, honestly, I think
it
a
was not
sling's
quite
closer.
in biblical times.
But still, like a sling.
They had
doesn't
crossbows
fucking-
in Skyrim. That was like the Bible.
That was like the
Skyrim
Bible.
was the Bible.
Right.
Jesus like shouted
He went,
the Romans.
Boof Mahan! He knocked all the Romans
Who's
over.
Roda?
Yeah.
I remember that passage. That really kept me in church.
And the last person who hasn't received a compliment is Bart, and I think that Bart,
yes.
you're a one-man wrecking crew
You are.
Yeah.
with
You
your
are.
with your literal wrecking crew.
Yeah,
You
that's true.
commanded the sand.
Yes. It was a very good team effort, and yeah, we're all
So then kudos all around.
Yes.
Kudos all around.
A circle of clapping.
Kudos.
Yes.
Very good.
I love the idea that all of you guys are just giving each other these compliments, just covered in blood and shit and,
It's
and
important
lord.
to
We
maintain
rinsed off
morale.
with the blood. Thank you.
I believe we have left somebody out.
Oh, Bullrick.
Ulrich.
I believe,
Bullrick.
even though he is cooking herbs right now, I think Bullrick, if you could take just a moment, we
Giving him-
should let you. I think it was an amazing use of spell work. That,
Incredible amount of tongues.
Yeah.
I was not expecting.
I was impressed by the tongues you spoke.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
You
Oh,
are
well, thank you very much.
you are a very pretty lady.
You know, I was thinking that this is a good look for me.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
think
It really
works.
is. It really
Great
is.
knockers.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Oh yeah, show your drawing.
Oh no, did you draw this?
Well, it was requested.
Oh, that's,
Now,
that is
did anybody notice the
exactly.
detail on the underwear? It
I
only goes
did.
through One hole.
I saw the
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I was very happy with
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Super sexy.
Thank you, yeah.
Are we gonna find that on the Twitter or the Patreon,
Let's
guys?
not be on the pit.
It's
I mean,
very
smash.
sexy.
Smash nut after nut after nut after nut after nut.
After nut? You're talking about... Okay.
Yeah.
This is funny. I like that.
I don't know. This is a double standard.
It's gross
Y'all say
when
some
you say it.
Alright, I guess I'll just, I don't know, reel it in.
It's cute when we do it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's a double standard. I believe
Sexist
that quite often Sequoia is just as nasty and disgusting as the rest of us.
Thank you.
Yep,
Progressive.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, sometimes I would say that Craig Sally is nastier and more disgusting than
yeah,
the rest
yeah,
of you.
but we're discussing people now.
Yeah.
If we
Oh,
do want to
okay.
step into the characters, I believe Craig Sally just wins it hands down.
Yeah.
Except for all the shit that I say.
Yeah, there was some stuff in there. When he started eating itself and then...
Yes.
High five. We're both gross. We're the gross ones.
Yeah, you guys. Squeaky clean dorks.
All right, so
You fucking dorks. Yeah, dorks.
Dorks.
all right, so
I'm the disgusting mastermind.
back to the cauldron and the healing.
Yes.
Because there is healing to be done.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. So, I mean, yeah, he's just able to do this. And, you know, I want to keep delaying this, but you guys have completed this mission, which means that he begins making this disgusting salve out of the lard and the brains and all these herbs that all of you guys help him find. Craig Sally, how do you help with this ritual?
Put my hands in it and squish stuff.
Okay, yeah. All the dirt and grime that's on your hands actually adds something to the magic.
I'm very familiar with lard. I mean, I'm a lard smith.
That's true. Do you empty your boot of lard in there?
Half. I'll put half.
Half of the boot of lard?
Yeah, I need some.
Fantastic. Blevit, how are you helping out?
Well, I believe that I will sit and wait as things are asked of me. Could I place this in? I will go over to that pot and place it in.
Okay.
And then I will be asked if I can place this wood into the fire. I will do that. And every once in a while, I will, mistakenly put that thing in instead of the wood in or that type, and I'll get a little red X and have to start up.
Okay.
Cooking mama.
Yeah, so me and my rats.
My rats and I.
No, me and my rats.
Me and my rats.
Grammar changed during the apocalypse.
It don't matter anymore.
Me makes good rat potion.
Me rat do good. What I imagine is that if this needs to be smeared anywhere, if anything needs to be prepared, that's where me and the ratty boys and girls, pardon me, get into place. I'm imagining like kind of scaffolding built, little tiny like rats on rope climbing up and down the side of it. Like if we have to put the salve on it, they're like up there with little tiny paintbrushes. Like
Okay.
we're just a whole crew. So whatever he needs, we're getting to it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. And George Clooney?
I want to pick like my favorite of the faces that I've collected.
Which is that?
Probably from the ship, one of our earliest faces. It's got like sentimental value. Who was the one?
Only Kevin was our first.
Kevin.
He was the first.
Oh, then I'm Kevin too. Only Kevin. I'm going to sacrifice Only Kevin's face.
Whoa.
And I'll just wring it out and get some face juice in there.
Okay.
And then maybe when we have to spread this stuff, I would use Only Kevin's face as a spreading rag.
May I wear that as a ceremonial mask?
You know what? I'd be so happy if you did. This means a lot to me.
It means so much more to me.
Great. Well, yeah. Okay. I think that we're becoming closer in this exchange of goods.
Absolutely.
Here, and I pass over Only Kevin's now wrung out face.
Yeah, doing that, you can see that Bulric is here in the middle of this, and it looks like he's casting some amazing, enormous spell on this giant pile of lard and all of these cauldrons that are bubbling. He does turn to your group and say,
You know, someone might want to let the Primarch know that this thing's about to be alive again.
We should probably also retrieve our belongings.
My donkey.
And the donkey.
Yes. If you want,
I think, friends, we should make haste.
yes. If you want, I can run to go let the Primarch know.
We have to go in through, which would be the fastest route, probably in through the mouth, or do we go...
yeah,
Yes, the mouth is going to be
fastest
much
route.
faster.
Yeah.
If you remember the trek in the other direction.
I remember, it was fun. We slid.
Consider that we would have to climb up. There is the matter of gravitics and such.
Yeah.
I remember the way.
Gravity.
Let's Can we? So we should
Fantastic.
pry open this mouth.
Yep.
Can we do that?
Yeah. So when you pry open this mouth, you do see your
That's
donkey.
my
friend.
donkey.
It is absolutely covered in those like huge fanged fish things.
Okay.
They're just like biting into it. The donkey is missing many parts of its flesh at this point.
Normal.
It is apparently cursed, as it is still alive somehow. It is being eaten at the moment, and it doesn't seem to care.
Kind of like cargo pants. There's just more places to put stuff.
Yeah. Now it's a better storage donkey.
Yeah.
So who's going to talk to the Primarch?
So, I'll
Fantastic.
ride
So
Primarch.
Bart, yeah, you see the donkey.
I'm just trudging with my gun. I'm just basically beelining.
Okay,
Like,
fantastic. Are you riding the donkey?
My intention
No.
is to go in and get my stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm just heading because we're just warning them and then coming out.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, I'm just running.
Oh, we're supposed to get like treasures and things, aren't we?
We were, and that's why I'm thinking we should go in.
Stop and say, wait, yeah.
Okay, we're all going in.
All right, everybody come with us.
I guess we'll all go in.
Treasures.
I'd like to try to scrape these fish off my donkey.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you're able to.
Get out of here.
Oh, so hold on a second. That could be food.
Maybe food.
So wait, are you guys
fish.
all leaving Bulric out here by himself?
No.
I'll stay.
Oh, it's a valid
I'll stay.
question.
Okay.
I'll guard him.
You guard my donkey? I don't think it'll make it around the vat of acid.
We'll make certain that we get your just desserts.
Okay, fantastic.
You know what? I'll hang out too. I think that we should have a defensive force out here,
Okay.
just in
Fair.
case trouble comes back.
That's a
I
good
think the two
idea.
of you are very strong, capable individuals, and you'll be fine to carry our.
And I was completely useless dealing with the seals.
You did a thing, I
Useless
think.
is
Yeah.
not the
You
word.
did a thing.
I did a thing, but
Yeah.
Differently useful.
not as many. Yeah, right. This is why I'm just simply saying that I believe my talents are better used inside the fish.
Absolutely.
I
Leviathan.
concur.
I think you're more of an idea man. You know?
I believe that's correct.
A big picture.
Like a
Big
cop.
picture
the
guy.
big picture guy.
You can't zoom in on the details. You gotta like take a step back.
Okay, and
All right, Mr. Big Shot, let's go.
So, booking down the pharynx of this creature, you eventually reach the stomach, and you rush. You're running along this like flesh pathway all the way around the acid lake. You reach the town. You find the Primarch standing there speaking to your friend Eric.
Eric!
They seem to be discussing something about having to leave, maybe.
Eric, hi, it's really good to see you again.
Hey there, friends. How are you?
Excellent.
You look really tired.
Yeah, we,
Tell me everything.
okay. I can't say no to you, Eric. So I will tell him the story as quickly as I possibly can. And then we went through the asshole, and then we came out. We were covered in shit, and then we killed a bunch of seals. And Bulric's really cool. And
The entire time he's just like nodding his head, just like eyes wide open. He's like, "Wow, that's fun."
Back. Okay, so now we're here. We're here to get our stuff. And I'll go down to my knees. I'm a little lightheaded. Okay.
Don't worry. I'll get our stuff.
Okay, you'll go get the stuff.
I bring the stuff back.
Okay.
So Primarch, this whole thing's about to come back. Your home's about to come back alive.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking kidding
Oh,
you.
shit.
So tell everyone to brace themselves. Things are about to get lively again. We're getting our stuff. We're gonna go make sure that the ritual goes well, and then Bulric will come in and debrief.
Oh, wow. Have you decided to join our community here?
Once we go out and finish the ritual, we're gonna go ahead and talk about that.
Oh, wow.
However, treasure.
Yes, treasure.
I believe that I did promise you some treasures.
Yes, we're wanting to see if we can grab that so we can go finish the ritual.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I can do that for you. I guess just wait right here, and I'll tell you what, I'll walk out with you.
That sounds like a
that
good
sounds
idea.
great.
Fantastic. So the Primarch enters his small little residence.
I'll say, Eric, you want to come out with us too? Things are about to get a little hectic in here. Might be best to see how it goes from outside, kind of see what the landscape and.
I will lean into Bart. Bartholomew, do you remember, is Eric from Salt Stank? I believe he was.
And I'm like, I like
You
look
pull
at
out
you.
a spiral notebook.
I look at you, pull out a little notebook and look, and then I'm like, wait, is that the shitty one? Is that the fish fuckers?
It is. Oh. I believe he is, right?
Yeah.
So,
Wait, and then I'll yeah. Okay, go ahead.
what I might suggest to you is let Eric know that his position in Salt Stank has arisen.
Yeah, so
In fact, he might be the rising star of Salt Stank at this point.
Of population 2.
You may be half of what's left of the town, so it's half.
May I suggest, Eric, instead, you may be the greater half of Salt Stank.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
I believe.
You mean I
us-
could be like a king?
I believe that's very possible,
yeah.
or at least able to attain. Yes.
Wow.
just know that we had a hand in helping you get to this position. We the first time we met, you're really cool, so we wanted to help you out while we could.
Well, I'm having a hard time with this, guys. So a lot has happened. So I need some help here. You guys seem like you really know what's going on.
I believe the two of us know quite well.
I think that's accurate.
And if not the two of us, then Delilah for certain.
He then makes eye contact with the rat who winks at him.
Yeah, Delilah does.
Yeah.
And then she hacks a loogie out because she's been chain smoking little mini cigars for a while.
We figured out that they were Virginia Slims split in four, unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
Menthol?
Yeah.
Menthol.
Oh, that's great. Inside joke.
Yeah. She winks.
Again, she winks 2 times.
It's called blinking for most people,
She's
but for
got an
Delilah,
infection.
it's double wink.
Absolutely, yeah.
She's got an infection.
So the question that I have is, what do you think I should do?
Bartholomew?
Put my hand on Eric's shoulder and say, I think you should go back to town. Wait, no, actually, no, I'm gonna look at him and say, let me ask you something, Eric.
Sure.
And I want you to be honest with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean real close. Have you ever fucked a fish? Or anything from the sea?
No?
Oh, thank God! Okay, yes, you should go back to town.
I'm not from Brine Skull.
Brine Skulls, the fish fuckers. Thank God. I am sorry, I mixed the
Yeah,
two up.
they fuck squid.
What are your thoughts on lobsters?
I mean, I think they're delicious. Do you have a lobster?
Say to eat?
Yes. What else would I mean?
For food?
He comes through the side of the wall for another time for food. And I'll say, all right, yeah, you should leave. I think you'll be better off in town.
Oh, okay. I'll go be the king of Salt Stank.
I think that's a wonderful choice.
great.
Hail to the king.
Hail to the king.
Wow. Okay. Will you guys walk me back to my new kingdom? I'll tell you what. I'll give you a house if you want it. I'll give you pretty much anything that you guys need, except for food. We don't really have any of that, but anything else you guys want.
We have 2 plus the donkey to make decisions with, but it does sound like a very tempting offer. We will have to see when we get outside.
Yeah, come on with us, and then we'll decide outside after the ritual.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. And at this point, Primarch Glegnid comes walking up to you with a bag full of stuff. And he goes,
Well, I mean, so I have all the treasures. I was really hoping to kind of get it to all of your friends, though.
Yes, well, that would be outside. You're joining us.
I'll carry it out. I'm bigger. It'll just be, no offense, it'll just be a little easier for me to carry out for you.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna trust you. You know, you've
That's
you've
reasonable.
saved us. So
Yeah. No, that's
either that or you killed Bolric and now you're tricking me. But
No.
you know, hey, either way.
Exactly, and I'll take the bag of treasure.
so the two of you, along with Primarch and Eric,
And all of our supplies.
and all of your supplies, and the new treasure, walk down the pharynx and out of the mouth. As you're walking down, you feel that this thing's beginning to shift, and sound is kind of coming out of its throat. Air is kind of whooshing past you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It smells amazing. Exactly what the inside of a rotting zombie fish would smell like.
Yeah, this is no shit to it, so like, this is honestly...
It does smell better than where Prime.
As that
been,
first breath wafts in,
Bullrick
I
would.
realize something, and I lean into Bart with my intention of no one else hearing. Bartholomew, have you considered something? This giant fish is beached. If
Yeah.
it comes to life, it may simply expire again.
That's not really our problem.
I think we grab the goods and go.
Yeah, and I'll like jingle the bag, like, yeah.
Does it actually jingle? I'm suspecting it does not.
Imagine a slosh. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm thinking.
I'll tell you what, it kind of clangs and stuff. It sounds like there's actual
sign.
treasure in there.
Okay. All right.
All right, fantastic. So stepping outside, you do see that yes, although it smells like rotten fish and shit out here, it smells so much better than it does inside. Yeah.
Relativity.
You notice that Bulric is covered in this like lard mixture, and he appears to be rubbing it all over the Leviathan, and like he's chanting while he's doing this. You can see that he is beginning to glow, and so is the Leviathan.
Ooh.
I think perfect timing. We got out of there.
It begins to shift ever so slightly, and you see that its tail begins to move.
We should move back far away.
We should give this thing a wide berth.
Absolutely.
Are we on the ocean side or the land side?
We are presently on the spit, the ocean side. We're on basically the peninsula side.
We should move.
Because that's where
We
we
gotta-
that's where we cut the central.
We don't
perk.
want to be in between the thing
It
and
and
the
the water.
water.
Let's
Yeah.
go where the leader was, because he was on a rise. Because he was
That's
watching
true.
over. So
I
let's go
think
where
that's
that
good.
guy. Yeah.
That's a good perch.
Oh, by the way, before we go, I'll say, "Oh yeah," and I'll pick up my sword and sheath it. And say, I made a big deal about this earlier, and then completely forgot about
I
it.
really, really want to say hi to Eric. Like,
Well,
he's
Eric,
so-
Eric has come out. Eric,
Yeah.
would you
Yeah.
join us on the perch?
Yeah, absolutely. If you'll have me.
Yes.
And actually, I just want for theatrics. Can I give you guys your treasures?
Yeah, sure.
You see that he like Primarch keeps like glancing nervously back at
Do we
at his
have-
house as if it's going to leave without him.
Is there any kind of sense motive type roll?
I mean, you can roll a presence test if you want.
This will be hilarious. That's
That's not very
8.
good.
It's not terrible.
Anybody else can roll
Yeah,
one if
I'll
you
roll.
want
I want
to.
to see if he's suspicious.
I implicitly
I
trust
feel
this
he's
word.
suspicious.
Crack
I just
Siley, the
don't know.
trusting woman.
Okay.
the dirtiest of 20s.
Okay. The dirtiest of 20s. I mean, Blevit, this guy's about to murder you.
That's what I'm feeling.
Or no, he seems like he's genuinely just happy that you saved his house.
I'll look at Blevit and like put a hand. It's okay. Because I also with my 20
So you're in it with me as well. We run.
just wait, and I'll open the bag, set it in front of him, and say, "We should probably get going. I don't want to seem ungrateful, but you know."
Yeah, of course.
So standing on this, like this little outcropping where you guys
Promontory.
saw the alpha, yeah, you can see the remnants of a seal who has eaten itself all over here.
However, none of the blubber.
None of the blubber, no, just the flesh and other
Inside out
things.
skeleton.
The
The
teeth.
bits.
Yes, an inside-out skeleton.
Is this what that movie Inside Out was about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
never
exactly
saw
it.
Yes, it was about a
100%.
psionic seal that Ouroboros itself.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Name
Yeah.
Bing Bong.
It was named Bing Bong.
Named Bing Bong.
Is that where it fell
Bing Bong,
apart
Bing
for
Bong,
you?
Bing Bong, Bing Bong.
Fuck you, laugh.
Hey,
Hell is going
All right, so
It hurts.
so Primarch Glegnade holds out this bag and he says,
Okay, well, each of you can take a treasure from here.
and I'll tell you what, we are going to roll on the ancient relics.
Oh, but I will make certain I go last.
Yes, on page 40 of the Pirate Borg new book that just came out. So I'm gonna have each of you in turn, whatever order you want. I don't care. You're gonna roll a d20.
Me first. 17.
A 17. Reaching in, you pull out this strange key that appears to be made out of like the small bones of a bird. It is glowing ever so slightly. Glowing reminds me that all of you've noticed that your teeth are beginning to fall out. Weirdest thing.
Oh.
You guys have lost a couple of teeth each.
I'd like to stick mine in my pocket.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
of course you want to say it.
I actually make jewelry from teeth. It's one of my characteristics, so I will set mine aside. Maybe I'll even try to bum a couple off.
Yeah,
I believe that friendship teeth bracelets. Absolutely, George. These are for you.
Yeah, I give all my
Yeah,
teeth to
It's
George.
gonna be my craft. Every evening, if we're going to sleep, I'm gonna spend some time crafting teeth friendship bracelets.
And Bart, this skeleton key will open any door or lock. It crumbles after one use.
It's a skeleton key because it's made of a skeleton, you see.
Nice.
This is the joke.
Isn't that cute?
Eh?
Who wants
It's
to
fine.
go next?
Not I.
John.
I'm John. I'm George Clooney.
You and George Clooney.
I'm
Yes.
George
George,
Clooney.
yes,
Hello.
pardon me.
It's okay. Here I go. A 6.
A 6. Reaching into this bag, you kind of feel something that feels like kind of weighty and metal. And you pull out a rune-encrusted flintlock pistol.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's awesome.
It says one creature you see loses D6 plus presence HP, and you ignore armor. It takes 1 action to reload.
Cool.
That's bitchin'.
Loses.
Wait, do you make an attack roll or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
It
when you
loses a
attack, it loses
D6
D6 plus presence
plus
HP.
presence.
Who's present?
And it
The
ignores
user.
armor. It also says
Very
it ignores
cool.
armor.
I've got it. I have my notes
You have
completed.
a bitchin' new gun.
1 turn
That
to
is so
reload.
seriously yours, Bartholomew.
I literally have no arms.
I know.
So
You can just jam it on into your nub and just.
Oh, the horns. The horn nub.
I could
And he just shakes his head forward, and the nub sits in the finger guard. And
I could lend you some rats.
yeah, that's so
I got a 16.
16.
16.
there goes that roll.
Okay. You pull out this, like, kind of a... It's like a stone tablet, but it's very small. It actually reminds you of your old iPhone.
Ah, iPhone tablet.
Yes. And this is a codex tablet. Looking at these glyphs on here, you realize that you can read and understand any language, glyphs, or runes for 1 plus presence rounds.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can pretty much read anything.
Okay, I'd like to use mine when we're done.
Oh.
So I have just a general question. Sure. Specifically, Pedro's or
Not
Bartholomew's
very
was
general.
1 shot.
Yes.
Are the other 2 also 1 shot?
So the way that the rest of these work is, after using one of these relics, you test presence DR12. If you fail, you are stunned for the next round, and that relic can't be used until the next dawn. On a fumble, the relic is permanently destroyed or depleted. You then lose D2 HP, and the GM decides if the effect decides the effect on a crit, if any. So they can be destroyed every time that you use them.
But Bart's is 1 and
Bart's
done
is a
for sure.
one and done, so it might be something that you hold on to for a bit.
So I am still concerned, having
Until
seen
I
that the
forget
3 of
you
them
have
got
it.
something good. You know, I still have that fear that, you know, there's the bad one, artifacts being what
Yeah.
they are, and I roll a 10.
You rolled a 10. Oh my god.
You
Okay.
get $50. It says the GM has to give you $50.
You got a $5 Starbucks gift card. Okay. So what you pull out is a small little coin. And this coin appears to be like very roughly like banged into like a kind of a face almost.
Okay.
This is called Charon's Obol. Does anybody know who Charon is?
Yeah.
Charon.
Oh, Charon's.
Charon.
Yep, there we go.
You know what?
I mean, look, I had to go with Sharon or Karen.
Who's ever heard a Greek guy talk? No.
I mean, I've been to Greece.
the old ones, the guys in the
Oh,
robes.
yeah, yeah.
They could have said Sharon.
They could have.
The guy
could've.
in the robes.
I
The guys in
totally
the
know
robes.
who Karen is, but maybe you should explain it for the listener.
I think we should popcorn explain it. You start, and then we'll go.
Okay, I'm gonna explain what his thing does.
Okay.
Is that okay, or
We have to pop. No, I'm just kidding.
yours is actually really cool? If you are killed, return to life the next round with 1 HP.
What?
Sick.
Disappears after 1 use.
Nice.
That's great.
That is good.
This fully will stop you from dying.
That's so fucking cool.
And with that, you see that this Leviathan begins to thrash as it lets out this zombie-like Leviathan wail, which sounds like... Fantastic. Absolutely. Thank you, Pedro. That was great.
You're welcome.
Primarch Ledden goes, oh, fuck! And he turns around and he begins slithering back as quickly as he can. He hops in this thing's kind of nostril, I guess, and just slides right into it. You see that Eric looks a little sad as the Leviathan is swimming away. He kind of seems to...
Did Bullrick go in?
Bullrick, yes.
Okay.
Yes. As you turned around after receiving your relics, you noticed that Bullrick just wasn't there anymore. He never said bye. He realized that he's the fucking man, and he doesn't need anybody.
Right.
And he went back to living in poo.
Thrives his best life ever.
He's gonna be the hottest eel in there.
Yeah, sure, eels. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Sorry, leech. They're so different.
Well, actually, now that you mention it.
They actually are very different things. But a lamprey is like a leech,
like
and
a leech
those
fish,
were
yeah.
called eels
Eels
around this area.
You say leeches are bugs? Are they bugs? I don't know what they're
No,
classified as.
They're
What
annelids.
is- Oh, they're annelids.
They're like snails or whatever.
No, they're not. Those are mollusks.
Well, if you really want to yell at me about mollusks.
I do.
I mean, you yelled at Barry about whales last time, so...
Speaking of, we gotta touch back on that one.
No, not right now.
Okay, so
This Leviathan zombie is thrashing about, and it starts moving its way over toward the ocean.
Noise.
And you guys are watching as, like, flesh is sloughing off of this thing.
Yeah.
perfect.
Snackies.
If you look, my friends, we have food to bring back to wherever we need to go. Yeah. And I'm looking right at Eric.
So are we taking this back to Salt Stank?
I
might even change the name.
I think that would be a wonderful idea, setting it up as something that would be your own kingdom.
Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Yes, the Kingdom of Zac Efron. I think that sounds beautiful.
It's a good name. It's an ancient name.
I remember him in
Sounds
Baywatch.
so
He had those
familiar.
muscles.
Was he in Baywatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, with The Rock.
He was also in 17 again.
He's 17 again in that movie.
Oh, okay. Thanks, everyone.
I was hoping for a Jonas Brothers revisit, but I guess Zac Efron works.
Is Zac Efron a Jonas brother?
He's a Jonas cousin.
Efron is his middle name. Zac Efron Jonas.
In the Jonas verse, and I'll pull out my head toss.
Jonas family.
6 degrees of Jonas.
So, which way are you guys heading? You guys walking back to
Did we just
now
win?
called Zac Efron with Eric?
I think we are.
Yeah, I think
Now,
so.
question I have is, does anyone remember what we were supposed to do there when we got there? Because we were tasked with that.
As a matter of fact,
Mr. Clooney.
Please,
we were
George.
given a list of tasks, which I wrote on this toilet paper.
That is not from Salt Stank. That's from Brian Skull.
Oh yeah, but Salt Stank's like its own thing. We're just gonna go reestablish the kingdom of Zac Efron.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea which town was which. I don't.
We
remember.
left
tired of
we
pretending
left
I
Brian
do.
Skull.
Skunk is
Brian
the
Skull
one
is the
with
one that you
the...
first went to.
We
Thank
left
you.
Brian
That's
Skull,
where
and we are headed
Brian
to Salt
Skull.
Stank to do what, George? Please illuminate us.
The people of Brian Skull tasked us with bringing back meat, finding the missing people, infiltrating Salt Stank, and finding the boat which is going back and forth between Salt Stank and Brian Skull. And Bart, I think that the reason you're confused is both of them tell similar stories
They
about
do.
the misdeeds of the other town.
Absolutely.
Meaning that the fish fucker thing.
Yes,
comes up.
the depravities.
Multiple
Depravity.
heads.
Multiple heads.
It's time to start looking at a PG-13 rating.
I can't turn this into a PG-13 game. My brain doesn't work that way.
All right,
What
so
the
we have to be
friggin'
absolutely
crap?
certain. We have to be certain that we don't accidentally push the button, which I pushed the other day as I was fixing it for the YouTube, and I looked at it. I said, "Wait a minute! It says made for children."
Oh my God! Don't do
So
that.
I went back and edited very quickly, but I looked. I mean, I was stunned. I'm looking at the button, going, "That's not possible. There's no possible way I would have done that." And then I was like, "How do I edit that?"
Yeah. Oh, it's good that you changed that.
Immediate.
I mean, unless we just want to pivot this hardcore and just be like, hey, yeah, listen to this with your families. This is super family friendly.
So now there is a history of things like Beavis and Butthead, The Simpsons, Adventure Time.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Well, but Rocco's kind of started off that way. These are ones that, I mean, do you really think children shouldn't watch Rocco's? I mean, shouldn't?
They hung out at the Choky Chicken. He was a sex phone worker.
Uh-huh. Yes?
Yeah, I don't think that people I don't think I should have watched that as a kid.
Here's the
What are you, a
thing.
Puritan?
You
Yeah.
only know about
I'm a
that
little
if you
pilgrim.
know about
I
that.
was leading to, the thing is, I was leading to South Park,
Okay.
which there was actually a Time magazine article that discussed the fact that parents and children were watching South Park together, and though it was such a horrible show for children and was never made for children, the fact that parents and kids were watching it together was a good thing, as parents were supposedly, were telling the kids what was wrong, what was right, and it was opening up discussion between them.
My dad just let me watch it with him until I started understanding it, and then he said, you can't watch it anymore. So, yeah.
My friend's dad just watched it with us, and I mean, we were also 12, and he just smoked weed with us too. So, you know, he was a good influence.
So all perfect. So
Yeah.
anyway, with
Okay,
that
cool.
in mind,
So we're gonna pivot to that audience right now.
well, no, I just say on the salt stank.
Okay. So all of you begin walking back towards Salt Stank, which is now called Zakefron.
Kefron.
Yeah. And it's gonna take you guys about a full day. As you're trudging through this disgusting muck, you're trying to just survive as huge swarms of flies and wasps fly by you. Occasionally zombie hands will reach out of the ground and try to grab you. You guys are just kicking them.
Yeah, we're used to this.
Birds are coming back to life and trying to peck your eyes out as you guys step on their necks and stuff. It's
We are
real
really
gruesome.
full of ourselves at this point.
Absolutely.
We're marching.
Yeah. And you eventually reach this. Oh, you know, it doesn't smell worse than the fish, but you reach this little town, little village that is kind of stuffed into a bog on the other side of this peninsula. You can see that there are little wooden planks and walkways going between all the little buildings, and for some reason it looks like they built all of their stuff on top of the water.
Salt stank. Okay, I get it.
And yeah, because it stinks.
Where's the salt part coming?
It's from the ocean. It's brine.
It's a bog.
It's a briny bog.
It's a briny bog.
I don't know that it would be briny. Brackish, perhaps.
Brackish, perhaps.
I mean, if we're gonna be ridiculous,
Doesn't
brackish.
brackish
Are
imply
you a
salt?
bogologist? Do you know
Brackish
about bogs?
does.
I am a bogologist.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
We have a bogologist. Or you,
I
you have
studied
a,
bogs.
A PhD in bogology.
It's weird, my lichens in Brightwise class I actually did study bogs.
Bogology. See.
I love a good lichen.
Yeah, we should talk about lichens sometime. But not right now. As you guys are passing this sign that says Salt Stank, the greatest little town on Earth.
That's a nice sign.
It got a nice message, and that is attractive.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
odd.
amend
It's
it.
like a circus in there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cross out the name and put Zac Efron.
Okay. As you do this, Eric gives you just a knowing and very, very approving nod. And yeah, he taps his chest twice, gives you the peace sign. And he goes, so I'll tell you what, guys, you can take any house that you want. And I want everyone to go ahead and make a presence test.
Ooh, those houses are shit.
I want to see if I get any presents. Are you
Stop
fucking kidding
rolling
me?
nat 20s! What is wrong with
These are
you?
great dice, hun.
I got a 17.
Uh-huh.
I
I have a 13.
Good.
I also rolled a 13.
Guys, these rolls are cute.
They're precious.
So while you're looking around, you guys notice that, yeah, all these houses are mostly empty. There does appear to be a couple of scared people hiding in little houses as they're peeking out and seeing Eric return with this group of ruffians. A lot of the houses are
Heroes.
empty, but you also notice that there's a small harbor. And there appears to be a couple of little ships. And any one of them would make just an absolutely beautiful ship
I just
for
start
your
running.
travels.
Me and the rats, we just start running full sprint towards the ships.
Okay. Running through this town. So all of you watch your friend Bartholomew Bilge just dip out and begin running away from you directly towards these boats. What are you guys going to do about that?
Nearly brings a tear to the eye to see someone do what they were born
I
to
believe
do.
we should follow Bartholomew. Eric, if you would, if you'd like to take your home of power, we shall meet you there.
Yeah, for sure. I can do that.
We may want to ensure that Eric does gain control of this township because that would be beneficial to us.
I agree, George, but first let's get Bartholomew in tow.
I think it's just cute. He's running. He's having fun.
It's frolicking, yes, but please, come.
I happen to take personal issue with this. I think that installing a regime is a poor choice on our part.
What happened to your fucking throat? You get an infection? Are you okay?
I'm concerned that it didn't work. I imbibed the same thing. I don't feel.
Perhaps we might put in place an oligarchy of sorts versus a regime.
I've never heard of an oligarchy failing.
I think that putting a lot of power into the Eric, while he's beautiful and smart and handsome and strong and beautiful and intelligent,
he's the best
clever,
among
he's
us.
the best
Yes.
among us. I do think that absolute power does happen to corrupt absolutely, as someone said who's old.
Well, I disagree. I think that Eric is incorruptible and infallible.
I believe Eric quite well follows the term. With great responsibility comes... Oh, excuse me. It's with great power comes great responsibility. And he seems like a responsible young man.
It does distress me to disagree with my brethren and my friends. However, I do think that it is something we should not tread into lightly. I think it's a solid. What are your...
Sally, what is happening to you? What is going on
The
right
infection
now?
has taken.
Okay.
I am fancy when stressed.
Oh, you're
That's right.
It's so funny. I did it once. I keep forgetting I'm supposed to stutter when I lie.
Dude, we are like 7 weeks in, and I'm still learning new things about these characters.
So funny. I forgot about that.
I have a few questions to ask of thee.
Yes,
Well,
fantastic.
please ask away. But let's head. Let's follow Bartholomew.
I would like to entreat Eric
bring the donkey as well.
Bring the donkey as well.
Okay.
How's my donkey? I should do a donkey check probably regularly.
Limp.
What did you roll for your presence test?
A 13.
Okay, donkey's limping behind you.
Donkey's limping behind me.
You've strapped a bunch of stuff to this donkey.
This donkey is... I'm starting to feel bad for this donkey.
Sisyphus pushing the boulders.
Like I told you, it's basically your just kill me.
Yeah. This donkey
Death
wants
will
to
not
die,
happen.
but it can't.
I would like to entreat Eric to ride upon my mighty shoulders.
Ooh.
This is how much I believe in her.
The grooves from the teeth are for your feet.
So yeah, Eric joins you guys as you're traveling toward the harbor.
Yep.
And he looks out and goes, "Oh, did you guys want one of our boats?"
I thought by chance that was one of the houses. I'm certain that's what Bartholomew thought.
You know, I mean, look, you guys can take one of those if you want to. Look, there's only like 3 or 4 of us here left. Like, I don't quite know how we're gonna survive, but you know, the kingdom of Zac Efron will be strong.
It will be mighty. With you at its helm?
Yeah. So,
My friends, I have concern. If you would allow Eric to step down, Eric, a moment, please.
sure.
Can I do the thing from the Flintstones where
Where you lower your head and he rolls down the
Yeah, and he rides
absolutely.
down it. And does he say abba dabba
grabs
doo?
the
does,
horn
yeah.
pommels and steps off.
Well,
with that.
he actually, he says, "Cabba dabba doo."
Cool.
We just want to make sure that we're not hitting any
Yeah.
copyright stuff there.
Miss Sally, George, I'm a little concerned. If you remember, Eric just said there are only 3 or 4 people left. Now, we were tasked to find 8 people that had left in a boat from Brineskull. Do you think it's possible that the 8 that we took out might have been those that were boarded on the ship from Brineskull?
Nay.
I'd say it's incredibly possible that
The
these...
slimed woman, she's surely native to Stink Skink.
Are you certain? Because he seemed pretty certain, and he could not possibly have known in any normal manner how many people were left.
Are you implying some sort of misdeed on the part of Eric?
No, absolutely not. I believe I'm
Good.
implying a misdeed on our part, which is fine.
Oh, I mean, we've murdered a lot of people in our day.
But now, murder is a rather derogatory term. I think we allowed the passage of souls to the places where they were laid to rest correctly. I think that works for me in a court of law.
We did harvest their brains.
Any which way are we not sailing onto the sea?
We are, and this is what I was getting at. I think we should allow Eric to return and we get on our boat and continue off. I think the treasures we have gotten are all we may get from this town, and I'd like to get away from a place that's covered in seals and leviathans. And
like,
birds.
I'm just like kind of touching the side of it and just kind of zoning
The
out
hull.
the hull.
Like
yeah.
licking the barnacles.
No, and all my rats
Ow.
are also kind of like touching
Yeah,
on it too, like licking, you know, give it a good taste. And I'll look back to you guys. You'll see some tears streaming down my eyes and say, "Can I name the ship?"
So as you guys are looking at this is a sloop. This is a small single-masted vessel, usually known as like the perfect pirate ship, due to its speed, its maneuverability, and its shallow draft. So
Yeah.
it
What's a draft? What's a shallow draft?
You know what? Go ahead and look it up. You also don't know what a sloop looks like, so look that up too.
I know exactly what a
I
sloop
know
looks
pirate
like.
shit.
All right, so George, if you would make our condolences to Eric, that we will not be carrying him back to his home now,
Absolutely.
and
yeah.
treat him with our positive wishes and thanks for the ship.
I turn to Eric. I crane my mighty neck around. And I look at Eric and I say, Eric, thank you so much. This is the greatest gift. I don't think you know how much this ship means to us. Can we have that one? Bart's become very attached to it, clearly.
And there's Bart hugging it. Yeah. The rat's hugging it.
Right now, I'm painting actually the name, unless anybody stopped me.
No one's stopping you. We're not there yet.
Totally.
Yeah.
What are you
And
painting
what
it in?
did you name it?
I'm more concerned about what he's painting it in.
That was
Yeah,
just
we
one.
can we'll just get a steamroll right over that. That
More-
liquid doesn't matter.
Morning Star 2.
Morning Star 2. And with
Electric
that,
Boogaloo.
the four of you and the rats and the mule board your vessel, the Morning Star 2, and you sail off into the forever mists.
You.
And that's where we'll end our session.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
I hope Eric's okay.
I know. We'll have to come back and check up on Eric.
Yeah.
Hey there, listeners. This is your GM, Mike. I just wanted to let you know that the adventure that we played through was A Piece of Rotten Fish, written by Sorky Games and Carl Eric Engvist. It is currently available on DriveThruRPG for $3.95. If you enjoyed it, please give them some patronage, and don't forget to sign up for our Patreon as well.
Tune in next week as NCRP Productions presents Episode 8, My Power, My Pleasure, My Pain. Thank you for joining us on another NCRP Productions podcast. We couldn't do this without you, so please like and subscribe everywhere we're found, including YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Google, Apple, Spotify, and other great podcast sites. If you'd like to help us continue making more content, we'd love to have your support on our Patreon. And if you have any feedback for us, please feel free to comment on our podcast or email us directly at ncrpproductions@gmail.com. That's ncrpproductions@gmail.com. And we'd like to give a special shout out to our current patrons, MD Parker 4, Chef Francis, Crowman76, Loading Madcat, M. Coling, November Stevenson, and Rosix13. Thank you all. We truly, truly appreciate it.